We are coming to you live from the Republic Broadcasting Network, where you can handle the truth. Good evening from Boston, Massachusetts. My name is Frank Allen. Tonight, we discuss neuroscience and new human rights issues on TM Radio. But first, our newsletter is free. And you can receive a copy every Sunday by writing Frank at targetedmassachusetts.org. In the subject line, type newsletter, or you can visit our site at targetedmassachusetts.org. And in the navigation, go to contact information. Please fill in your name, email address, cell number, and a short message. Or you can call me in the U.S. at 1-508-857-8334. Call into the station and ask a question at 800-313-9443. Or listen at 605-313-0163. Targeted Massachusetts Northeast Conference airs Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern. Access by phone, 515-604-9715. Access code 708922. Call ID targeted. If you'd like to join us by computer, in your address bar, type join.freeconferencecall.com/targeted. Our YouTube channel is Targeted Massachusetts. Episodes from here and the Northeast Conference can be found there. Targeted Justice is hosting a rally and protest event in our nation's capital. This is taking place October the 18th through the 22nd. Registration fee is $35 and includes a free t-shirt. We encourage you to request a 5-minute audience with your congressman. You will need to make a request several weeks in advance. Make the request through your congressman's website and ask for an appointment on October the 21st or the 22nd. We have a conference call in New York. Very wonderful people. It takes place on Saturday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern. Access by phone, 605-313-5569. Access code, 516586. And that is freeconferencecall.com/Janie W. Okay, as I mentioned, we are talking about neuroscience and human rights. So far, the technology has far exceeded the laws and the human rights. That's what the police are looking for. Laws. The police are looking for human rights violations. Unfortunately, they've stepped all over the Constitution already, but we need new human rights laws. I'm going to go over a couple of items that I went over last night so that I can set the stage for what is going on tonight. And one of the main issues is intellectual property. I will give you the exact definition of intellectual property. In general terms, intellectual property is any product of the human intellect that the law protects from unauthorized use by others. Intellectual property is traditionally comprised, of four categories: patent, copyright, trademark, and trade secrets. Now, this law has got to change. I have here, I believe, no, actually, I don't have it right here. But I wanted to read a couple of other things here. Okay, those pages have been summarily deleted. Did I do it? No, I didn't. But we're getting used to that. Okay, brain scans that they are doing today are brand new. They are fMRI scans. They not only allow to read concrete experiment-related intentions and memories, they appear even able to decode more general preferences. A study in the United States has fully shown that fMRI scans successfully infer the political views of the users by identifying functional differences in the brains of respectively Democrats and Republicans. Similarly, men's frequent preference for sport cars has been correlated with specific functional differences in the men's versus the women's brain. The only thing that I don't understand is when you say MRI to me, I see a large machine which you are rolled into, and this MRI is done. So you are scanned in this MRI. If this is going to be useful, this has to be in some type of portable application, whether it be satellite mounted, mounted in ground radar, part of 5G. We have to learn this. The possibility of non-invasively identifying such mental correlates of brain functional differences is of particular interest for marketing purposes. Okay, here we go. They are scanning people's brains, potentially uncovering memories, secrets, but they want to scan your brain for marketing purposes. And they did, over a decade ago, used fMRI to show functional differences, increased activation in the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, hippocampus, and midbrain in the brain of people knowingly drinking Coca-Cola. as opposed to the same people drinking unlabeled Coke. The results were unanimous. They differentiated between the two almost exactly. These results pioneered the establishment of a spin-out branch of neuroscience called neuromarketing. So this is great. Not only are we being targeted, but we are also being scanned for neuromarketing. Or is this part of the targeting? Today, several multinational companies, including Google, Disney, CBS, and Frito-Lay, use neuromarketing. So this means that it's a device that is mounted somewhere. It's definitely not your traditional MRI, is it? So it measures consumer preferences and impressions on their advertisements or products. In addition, a number of specialized neuromarketing companies, including MSense, Neuroscience, MindLab International, and Nielsen, routinely apply neuroimaging techniques, mostly fMRI and EEG, but also steady state topography and physiological measurements, such as galvanic skin response, to study, analyze, and predict consumer behavior. Notice the word behavior in there. Now, the FBI has a very unique group of people in the behavioral science department. Are they employing the use of these devices, or are they using what they were taught to use? The possibility of mining the mind, or at least informationally rich structural aspects of the mind, can be potentially used not only to infer mental preferences, but also to prime, imprint, or trigger those preferences. For example, Neurofocus, an American multinational neuromarketing company, recently acquired by Nielsen, tested subliminal techniques with the purposes of eliciting responses. So, our purchases are being mind manipulated now. And that means everyone. Everyone who walks into a store may be purchasing something that they did not intend to purchase. These techniques included embedding stimuli shorter 30 milliseconds, hence under the threshold of conscious perception. In view of these developments, authors have stressed the need to establish ethical and legal standards for neuromarketing practices. Excuse me, we don't like neuromarketing practices. When I walk into a store, I know what I want. I know the brand name that I want, and I purchase it. Now, we have neuromarketing practices that are trying to change your mind and my mind. So, neuromarketing should be abolished. I'm going to slate neuromarketing, I've already noted it, as one of the things that must stop. Brain imaging techniques were originally developed to help people. In the context of clinical medicine and neuroscience research, not to help you make decisions in Walmart, for instance. In recent years, however, a number of neurotechnological applications have made their way onto the market and are now integrated into a number of consumer-grade devices for healthy users with various non-clinical purposes. The umbrella term usually used to encompass all of these non-invasive, scalable, and potentially ubiquitous of neurotechnologies is pervasive neurotechnology, a notion borrowed from the most widespread notion of pervasive computing. Today, pervasive neurotechnology applications include brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs, for device control or real-time neuromonitoring, neurosensor-based vehicle operator systems, cognitive training tools, electrical and magnetic brain stimulation, wearables for mental well-being, and virtual reality systems. Okay. To me, reality is enough. I don't need virtual reality. But virtual reality has been deemed harmless. Okay, thank you, folks. We are going to commercial. Thank you for listening.
Folks, we're living in a world the likes of which we've never perceived any clearer than we do now. The plan for global governance has been in the works for generations and would have likely been achieved by now but for the fact that the globalists left open their Achilles heel. With all their tools, Federal Reserve System, fiat currency, no child left behind, and then Common Core education introduced to our schools to dumb us down, vaccines, pharmaceuticals to lobotomize us, GMO foods, insertion of compromised or bought and paid for politicians, judges, mainstream media propaganda, all pieced together like a puzzle designed to ultimately bring the world under submission. But with all their strategy, they forgot one thing: knowledge. And knowledge is power. With knowledge, their bombardment is nullified. Folks, with that, as brilliant and knowledgeable as you've become, among the wisest audience of any radio audience in the world, and you are, I want you to take a moment to reflect and ask yourself, how much of that knowledge did I obtain from Republic Broadcasting Network? How high has my consciousness been raised since I've been a listener? How fast am I now able to discriminate truth from fake news by being a Republic Broadcasting listener? How clear am I now able to see the world since I've been listening to RBN? Ask yourselves those questions, folks. Then ask yourself, what is that knowledge worth to me? Like my morning coffee, how would I survive without it? A voice of truth in a sea of lies. Do we not all need to make sure it survives? Like public broadcasting, we are now finding we can only survive with listener support. Censorship, advertisers being attacked, truth itself being attacked. It's the only way through this. We at Republic Broadcasting humbly ask you to become a supporter. Look at your budget and make a determination of what Republic Broadcasting is worth to you and what you can afford on a monthly basis. Go to republicbroadcasting.org and pledge 20, 30, 40, 50, if possible, 100 a month or more if it's affordable. Click the donate button and become a regular monthly donor. Assure both us and yourself that Republic Broadcasting truth will continue to flow like that morning coffee. The network thanks you.
Homeowners, if your lender has gone out of business or sold your transaction to another lender or servicer, you may be the victim of a wrongful foreclosure, resulting in the loss of your home. If you've already lost your home, are in foreclosure, or even in good standing, you can challenge the mortgage transaction's illegal issue, and your property can be restored to you, and your foreclosure can be stopped or reversed, and the mortgage transaction declared unenforceable. State laws, U.S. title codes, the Uniform Commercial Codes, and U.S. Supreme Court rulings have upheld that defective mortgage documentations can reverse or stop foreclosures and enforce property title claims in favor of the homeowner. We are having successes in stopping the process of foreclosure, the enforcement of the foreclosure judgments, the sale of property, and evictions after the sale. We are not attorneys, and we don't give legal advice. We are a professional team of legal researchers, providing forensic mortgage audits and expert witnesses. We have the knowledge to produce the evidence and enforce laws regarding your legal issues. We've been in business for 12 years without a complaint. Consultations are free, and we provide a free title search to confirm if your mortgage has legal defects. Please call 855-253-3748. 855, the number 2, keep it today.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Calling you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running?
Good evening from Boston, Massachusetts. My name is Frank Allen. Tonight, we discuss neuroscience and new human rights issues on TM Radio. And I am going to get right to it because it is a very, very long topic. And the further and further you research, the deeper the rabbit hole goes. And it's ridiculous. It really is. Targets, like myself, there are many, go through a world of hell on a daily basis. All the hours that you're awake. Okay, I'm going to go into some applications that are readily on the market for children. And it's really upsetting because it is entraining the brain to accept signals from the outside. Dangerous. That's what R&M does. It's entraining the brain to send out to a device. That's dangerous. That's remote neural monitoring. Two ways. Information in, information out. Most of the time being voices and pain. These applications, for the most part, use EEG recordings to monitor electrical activity in the brain for a variety of purposes, including neural monitoring, real-time evaluation of brain functioning. neurocognitive training using certain frequency bands to enhance neurocognitive functions and device control. EEG-based brain-computer interfaces are being increasingly used as wearable accessories for a number of everyday activities, including gaming, entertainment, and smartphones' remote control. For example, companies like Emotive and Neuroscience offer a large assortment of wireless headsets, not for the ears, for the brain. These headsets are for everyday use that can be connected to compliant smartphones and personal computers. Dangerous, once again. The child's brain is being entrained for future attacks. The brain is entrained to send information to the computer. The brain is entrained to receive information from the computer or device. Brain control can be used to remotely control several types of devices and engage in several activities, including gaming and other forms of entertainment, marketing, self-monitoring, and communicating. Now, it's my belief that the human race will evolve into this. The human race will naturally evolve into this state. We don't need any help. These devices, like computers, can be hacked. So your child is sitting there in front of the computer with his brain wide open to a data miner, to a hacker. These devices have to be regulated. These devices have to be destroyed. They are preconditioning our children. Okay, folks, once again, thank you for listening. Back in 3 minutes.
Don't believe the church and state and everything they tell you. Believe in me, I'm with the high command. Can you hear me?
You are tuned in to the Republic Broadcasting Network. Visit our website by going to republicbroadcasting.org.
Folks, this is very important information. What's to be said about CBD? AncientLifeOil.com. Our CBD is made from hemp and has 0.003 THC, which means this wonderful product won't get you high, no matter what amount you take. What does CBD do for the body? My hands are tied. But you can Google CBD benefits and be astounded. When you're finished reading, you'll want to log on to AncientLifeOil.com. That's AncientLifeOil.com and purchase. Life is good when you feel good. People are tired of pain. People are asking for non-GMO organic products to help them with, you fill in the blank. Legal in 49 states, and again, our CBD is made from hemp. Ancient Life Oil is about helping people one by one by one. If you wonder how good the product is, the CEO takes it every day without miss. AncientLifeOil.com. That's AncientLifeOil.com. Have a great day.
Many people write us about their experience with Extendivite. Allow me to read you some from Amazon.com. This product is superb. I have been taking it for about a year now, and I can feel my cardiovascular system run like a Swiss watch. I definitely recommend this product for anyone that has high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and heart palpitations, A+. It's potent, but it works. I have been waking up for the past 3 years with numb hands, and a week into using Extendivite, my numb hands seem to have cleared up. My circulation was off, and now it's back on track. So I'm happy. I feel so energized, and I have my husband on it now. My mother-in-law has cholesterol problems, so I bought her a bottle as well. Thank you so much. Love the product. Tell us your story. Get Extendivite today. Call 1-877-928-8822 or visit heartdrop.com.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
Corporate media dominates the American opinion. Finding independent voices that counter this avalanche is becoming increasingly difficult. With the endless corruption running rampant throughout our government, independent voices are needed more than ever to battle the offensive against our freedoms and liberties. As a listener of RBN, no one understands this concept better than you. Now it's up to you to do your part. The time has come for you to take action and begin broadcasting the truth to hundreds or thousands of people every month. Sound impossible? Quite the contrary. With pointed slogans from LibertyStickers.com, you can reach countless sleeping Americans unaware that they live in a real-life wonderland. LibertyStickers.com has a huge inventory of political bumper stickers and messages that reflect the truth about our government, our politicians, and the future of America. With so many in stock, there's one perfect for you. Visit us today at LibertyStickers.com. Again, that's LibertyStickers.com. Do your part. Your voice is important. Let it be heard.
Once again, we are coming to you live from the Republic Broadcasting Network, where you can handle the truth. Good evening from Boston, Massachusetts. My name is Frank Allen. Tonight, we discuss neuroscience and human rights issues on TM Radio. I mentioned earlier that the term intellectual property has to change. This law includes copyright, books, papers. It includes films. It includes everything that has come from the intellect of the human being. But the law does not protect the origin of this intellect. This is what I am after. I want this law to include the intellect that is inside your head. The right to privacy. The right to share or not to share information from your brain. Mostly, anything beyond the skull within is your property, and no one has the right to go there. Several leading companies, including Apple and Samsung are incorporating neural gadgets into the accessory assortments of their major products. For instance, iPhone accessories such as the X-Wave headset already allow to plug directly into compliant iPhones and read brainwaves. How many iPhones are out there? How many kids are going to want this headset? Meanwhile, prototypes of next generation Samsung Galaxy tabs and other mobile or wearable devices are being tested to be controlled by brain activity via EEG based BCI. In the light of these trends, Yuan and colleagues predicted that neuro devices will gradually replace the keyboard, the touch screen, the mouse, and the voice command device as humans' preferred ways to interact with computers. Good luck with that. Again, entrainment. Right now, your brain will not interact outside of your skull. Your brain will not take in any information that is coming via brainwaves. That's the way God wanted it. I don't believe you were born with a headset or a microphone. Not only neuroimaging devices and brain-to-computer interfaces fit into the category of pervasive neurotechnology, several electrical brain stimulators fit into this category as well. Unlike neuroimaging tools, neurostimulators are not primarily used for recording or decoding brain activity, but rather for stimulating or modulating brain activity electrically. Portable, easy to use, consumer-based, transcranial, direct current stimulation. TDCS devices are the most widespread form of consumer-grade neurostimulator. They are used in a number of low-cost, direct-to-consumer applications aimed at optimizing brain performance on a variety of cognitive tasks. Train your own brain. Read. There are many brain exercises out there by experts. You don't need electronic devices. You were not born with a headset. Depending on the brain region being stimulated, transcranial magnetic stimulation, a magnetic method used to briefly stimulate small regions of the brain for both diagnostic and therapeutic purposes. Bullshit. This is the precursor. They use medical. They use the medical profession to cover this. This is a mass deployment of devices. They are all portable. And you have already heard me mention that when you go into a store now, you are not only facially recognized, you are scanned to see if they can make you purchase something more expensive or the brand that they want. This is sick. I hope you take this broadcast, play it wherever you want to, please. Finally, an invasive surgical technique called deep brain stimulation, or DBS, involving the implantation of a neurostimulator in the ventro-intermediate nucleus of the thalamus, has obtained FDA approval and is now increasingly used as a treatment for essential tumor or tremor, Parkinson's disease, dystonia, and obsessive-compulsive disorder. Neurotechnology has unlocked the human brain and made it readable under scientific lenses. The upcoming decades will see neurotechnology becoming pervasive and embedded in numerous aspects of our lives and increasingly effective in modulating the neural correlates of our psychology and behavior. And you will accept it willingly. You will. You've accepted smartphones, and you cannot live without them. Wherever you go, that smartphone is there. Whatever you do, that smartphone is with you. If you don't get a text from somebody all day long, you have to look at your phone to make sure it's functioning properly. And they are welcoming continuing progress in neurotechnology and development. In this paper, we argue that the ethical and legal implications of the neurotechnology revolution should be considered early and in a proactive manner. In detail, we argue that the legal system has to be adequately prepared to deal with the new challenges that might emerge out of emerging neurotechnology. The law and human rights are 20 years or more behind these devices. Targeted individuals are being targeted by devices that should be 40 years into the future. In particular, the context of human rights. As neurotechnology advances, it is critical to assess whether our current human rights framework is conceptually and normatively well-equipped to face the novel challenges arising at the brain-computer society entanglement. Hence, to provide simultaneously guidance to researchers and developers while providing protection to individuals and groups. Now, I'm going to bring this up again. When your child puts on a headset, this device is entraining his brain that it is okay to communicate outside of his head. And it is okay to let in a chatterbot to be his friend. This is all wrong, people. We have to get on this. The worst part about this is it's all true. Our human rights framework is in the cellar. And this technology is in the penthouse suite. Neuroscience and the law intersect on many levels and on various different issues. This is not surprising. While neuroscience studies the brain processes that underlie human behavior, legal systems, and quintessentially concerned with the regulation of human behavior. It is therefore reasonable to claim that both disciplines are destined to be natural partners. This is what they want, folks. They want your children to be entrained. The targeted community represents millions of people, including myself. We know what they're trying to do. The research that we do is far ahead of any newspaper anywhere. We know what's going on. They want eventually a hive mind. That's what they want. Total control. Okay, we have a caller. Ken from New York. Go ahead, Ken.
Hi, Frank.
How you doing?
Do you think that the use of high fructose corn syrup, aspartame, and MSG in the case of Frito-Lay, most of the corn chips and those sort of things use a high amount of MSG in them. Do you think there's an ulterior motive besides just being a flavoring?
No, I don't. Not at all. I think it may change the chemical makeup of an individual and make it easier for these things to work. As you know,
so you mean
different.
You mean a side? It might have turned out to be a side benefit, something unintended originally. What I'm thinking is that they've been described as excitotoxins or neurotoxins. That's why I bring it up. For example, Dr. Russell Blaylock a long time ago talked about the neurotoxin aspect of MSG.
Okay, hang on, Ken. We have to go to...
Sure.
We'll be back in 3 minutes, folks. Thank you.
Tired of being lied to by mass media? It's growing more and more apparent today that news is received less and less through standard media outlets. Even with a growing audience every day, RBN is beginning to direct more efforts into social media. Social media and the use of the internet is fast becoming the primary source of people for news, regardless of demographic. RBN has set out to provide some of the best news on the internet through republicbroadcasting.org, and also has begun to use the tools to our advantage by way of social media. Republic Broadcasting is now operating a Facebook page to function as yet another avenue to have our collective voice reach new audiences across not only America, but across the globe as well. The Facebook page features not only news, but also an RBN player to listen to our broadcasts. Get involved by visiting facebook.com/Republic Broadcasting and liking our page and share it with your friends and family, because you can handle the truth.
Homeowners, are you in foreclosure, expecting to be served with a foreclosure lawsuit, or suspect your lender has coerced you into an illegal mortgage transaction? A huge number of mortgages made in the last 10 years have legal issues and are possibly defective. State laws and the U.S. Supreme Court have upheld that defective mortgage documents are grounds for foreclosure defense and for counterclaims in favor of the homeowner. If your mortgage has been sold or assigned since closing the loan, it may be defective and you may be paying the wrong party, and the lender may not have standing or the right to foreclose or collect payments under the law. If you would like to know if your mortgage is legal or not, or know if you are paying the right party, we can help. Our initial consultations are free of charge. We are not attorneys. We are legal researchers and work closely with experienced lawyers who know how to help you find the evidence to help you keep your home. Call toll-free 1-855-2-KEEP-IT. That's 1-855-2-KEEP-IT today.
Don't regret growing old. It's a privilege denied to many. Heart disease is taking our youth from us. Young people in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond are dying needlessly. One of the hardest messages I've ever had to deliver is to convince people that something natural like Extendivite should be taken as a preventative measure. I'm sure you heard an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Extendivite is that ounce. Take Extendivite for 1 year and see what your doctor has to say and how much better you feel. Herbs take time to address the problem. It took years of life to have a problem. Give Extendivite 1 year to fix the problem. Don't wait until it's too late. Call 1-877-928-8822 or visit heartdrop.com or visit us on Amazon.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
Good evening from Boston, Massachusetts. My name is Frank Allen. Tonight we have been discussing neuroscience and new human rights issues on TM Radio. It's going to take quite some time to cover it. I don't have time tonight, so I'm going to carry on as I usually do and then close. Our newsletter is free, and you can receive a copy every Sunday. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot Ken. Ken, go ahead.
Oh, that's okay. No, keep going.
No, I get so upset with this stuff that I'm just beside myself. So when you walk into a store, you're being scanned and you're being actually focused on to change your mind. How does that make you feel?
Well, you see, I was born with the frugal gene, so when a package of razor blades starts talking to me and it tries to get me to buy $10 razors, I just say forget it, and I go buy the $4 package in the store brand.
Yeah, it's subliminal stuff. A lot of people will not recognize it as you have.
I don't respond. At least I don't think I do. I mean, this whole thing is, what do you really know and what don't you know? But I don't believe I respond to any of it. I don't carry an iPhone. I just carry a flip phone around with me. And I always find one as dumb as possible.
Yeah, the point that I'm trying to get across, these devices are in training our youth to be controlled later because they are becoming used to the fact that it is okay to converse, if you will, with a computer. Now, the skull is where this should stop. Nobody should be allowed in your thoughts. And now we have scanning in stores that are trying to make you buy more expensive or different types of product. It's really disgusting.
Yeah, the offenders that I noticed the most would be companies like Gillette, Boar's Head. They seem to be giving you advice on how to prepare food, but I'm willing to bet that words are being carefully selected to try to get you to buy the product. It may not affect me, but I'm sure there's something going on there. I'm sorry, God.
Subliminal information has been going on since the 50s at the drive-in. In between, every 30 frames, you're hungry or you're thirsty. And, it's just ridiculous. And we're going to have to close out for the night. And I need another hour.
You may get one soon. You never know.
Okay. All right.
Good night.
I'd like to say good night from Boston, Massachusetts. God bless. My name is Frank.
Homeowners, if your lender has gone out of business or sold your transaction to another lender or servicer, you may be the victim of a wrongful foreclosure resulting in the loss of your home. If you've already lost your home, are in foreclosure, or even in good standing, you can challenge the mortgage transaction's illegal issue and your property can be restored to you, and your foreclosure can be stopped or reversed and the mortgage transaction declared unenforceable. State laws, U.S. title codes, the Uniform Commercial Codes, and U.S. Supreme Court rulings have upheld that defective mortgage documentations can reverse or stop foreclosures and enforce property title claims in favor of the homeowner. We are having successes in stopping the process of foreclosure, the enforcement of the foreclosure judgments, the sale of property, and evictions after the sale. We are not attorneys, and we don't give legal advice. We are a professional team of legal researchers, providing forensic mortgage audits and expert witnesses. We have the knowledge to produce the evidence and enforce laws regarding your legal issues. We've been in business for 12 years without a complaint. Consultations are free, and we provide a free title search to confirm if your mortgage has legal defects. Please call 855-253-3748. 855, 2, keep it today.
This is RBN, the Republic Broadcasting Network.